Okay, hello everybody. Going to lock in our Friday workout, finish out the week strong. Make sure this garage closes. Yep, finish out the week strong. Gonna probably lock in a back day today. Feeling like they're pretty fresh, ready for a new hit, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in and focus on back, both lower and upper, the entire thing. Gonna probably run the same workout as I did last time, which I will discuss the importance of consistency in your training momentarily. But the quick rundown is gonna be probably the 3 sets of lat pull downs. We have this really cool attachment that I find to be very nice on the wrists, where you don't hold it, what is this, pronated? I think this is like a pronated grip, but you kind of hold it to the side, so not pronated, not supinated, but the middle. I don't really know what the exact anatomical term for that is. It just has like a cool, I forgot, there's like a specific brand name for it. Because even on the actual piece it says like patent pending, so it's kind of in the works. But really cool piece of really cool attachment for the lat pull down that I find gets a nice contraction in the mid to lower lat. And we'll follow that up with the assisted, I guess you can call it a T-bar row. That's going to be more for the upper back and traps. Then I'll probably do a supinated grip, kind of like row movement. That's a machine that we have there, a reverse grip kind of row. That's like a hybrid between a row and a lat pull down, because it comes from the top and then pulls down. I find that one to be very excellent to activate the lower back. And then we'll probably move on to shoulders and do some like lateral raises. I find shoulders can be very receptive to consistent, very frequent training. Your shoulders can endure, the deltoids can endure a lot of volume, and they recover quick. So you can hit them very frequently, and I'm experimenting because I had heard this advice from somebody who's a lot more knowledgeable in like exercise physiology than myself, noting how shoulders, if that's an area, if that's a particular muscle group that you're interested in developing and need to bring up to balance out the rest of your physique, a very, very good thing to try is hitting them a lot more frequently. So yeah, we're gonna give that a try and see what the response is. But returning to my original note about training consistency, hypertrophy or any kind of advancement, whether that's in strength, speed, endurance, it's going to come down to progressive overload, honestly. And that's a very, I like to think it's common knowledge, but the world's a big place. There's a lot of people on it, so I venture to say that there's individuals out there that may not fully understand this concept. That if you want to make progress, you need to be pushing harder over time, and making progress in terms of either the intensity and the amount of weight that you're able to move, or the amount of volume that you're subjecting that muscle to. And the best way to keep track of that is being consistent with your workout routines, which is to say, not doing the same workout for a week or two and then like switching up the routine because you want to keep your body guessing or something like that, which makes no sense. Your body is not that clever. It's not like, oh, he's been doing the same exercise for 3 weeks in a row now, we're gonna just like adapt and not respond to it anymore. It doesn't work like that. Your body's gonna move weight and it's gonna adapt to the training that you're giving it. And if you're doing a particular movement, your body's not gonna get like clever and like not respond to it anymore. If it's not responding, it's because you're not pushing that muscle group harder. So if you're hitting a plateau on, say, like the lat pull down, for example, now it's time to up the weight a little bit, add in another set for more volume, or incorporate an intensity technique, which is particularly useful for those who are a little strapped for time. If you don't have the time to add in extra sets, you can put in those intensity techniques, so like drop sets, forced reps, negatives, things of that nature. So that's just a little 2 cents to keep in mind when you're kind of approaching your own personal fitness goals, really stress that progressive overload, because that's going to be the ticket to your success long term, and even in the mid to short term. So I'm going to cut it there. Hopefully make it a nice finisher for the week. Not really sure what I want to do for dinner yet. Honestly feeling kind of lazy again, but I want to make sure to eat like healthy now, because loosening up on the diet a little bit, I don't want to let that become a trend and then get sloppy. So we're going to figure out something that's going to be very healthy and nourishing to eat, but tasty at the same time, because that's another ticket to success, is having things that are going to be fitness friendly but also are going to satisfy your palate, and is going to be an enjoyable culinary experience to sit down and eat. So all right, that's going to be all for now. Take it easy. All right, Friday workout locked in, got it taken care of. It was a great workout, felt very strong. Can definitely tell making progress, which is very good. All of my lifts went up, so that's a good sign. We always love to see that, and that, like I said, is really what makes the gym fun, is watching yourself get stronger over time, and that's what's going to get you hooked on it. So kind of added on to originally what I was planning on doing. So I did those 4 sets of lat pull downs, because I did one where I went for a new all-time high, but that one fell into that rep range, which is a little bit more for strength. I think I got 6 reps with the stack put at 160. So that one, I counted that. Obviously it counts, but I didn't count it towards like a hypertrophy training. So that was an extra set that I added on. And at the very last set, I did a drop set to up the intensity. Moved on then to the T-bar row to get the traps. That lift went up as well. I was able to add on another 10 pounds. Actually, no, 15, another 15 pounds. And then I kind of decreased the pyramid from there, dropping 10 pounds each time for another 3 sets. Then I moved on to the reverse grip kind of row pull down machine. Then I supersetted that with side lateral machine, where you're standing the cables to kind of get the shoulders warmed up. I injured my shoulder years ago, and even to this day it still is a little bit cantankerous and acts up sometimes, especially when I do side lateral. So I got to warm up the shoulder a lot before I start doing those active working sets, pushing it hard. But usually, 2 sets is usually good, and then 3 warm-up sets. Like by that time, there's enough blood flowing into that area, and it's warmed up where the pain kind of goes away. Then I moved on to shrugs, which I didn't mention on the leading up to the gym in the first clip. So I added in shrugs, and then shrugs, they don't really gas you out that much. I don't feel like you do them and I push hard, but when I finish a set of shrugs, I still have enough energy to kind of like do something else. So I supersetted that with some oblique work, some torso training, or like twist, like the torso twister. I'll just call it that. It is the torso twister. And so I did that to kind of get the obliques going. I do 100%. I strongly advocate for direct ab training if you want to really develop your abdominals. If you want them to show, obviously you have to get the fat off of them, but once it does, if you are doing that direct ab training, the finished product result is like light years difference in comparison than if you just do the fat loss and don't train abs whatsoever. And so I like the look of a nice, strong, powerful torso, so threw in those oblique training there. Then what did I do after that? Then I did a seated side laterals to kind of finish up. Didn't do any direct rear delt work. I might do that tomorrow morning, a half an hour of just rear delts when I'm up and fresh, because I was already kind of gassed. I was tired, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to push as hard as I needed to really get the rear delts activated. So I might save that for tomorrow morning before some lighter zone 2 cardio before going to see Carla in the morning. And yeah, that's really what we did today. And then there was a great workout. Went to Stop and Shop after to pick up some ingredients, because I have not just Carla's birthday coming up in December, but also her sister's. And her sister special requested for her birthday for me to bake her a chocolate cake, because I am a halfway decent chef. I'm not gonna like toot my own horn too much, but I can make stuff pretty decently palatable when I set my mind to it. And she special requested it, so got to do it for her. And it's gonna be good. And then for Carla, Thanksgiving, I'm special making her a pumpkin pie, because that's her favorite. And actually, come to think of it, I forgot to get her a special surprise that I want to get for her tomorrow, something small. Maybe I'll get it at the movies. Just a little treat for her. She mentioned something, a little bit of her favorite thing, and I want to kind of surprise her with it. Although she watches these videos, so it won't be too much of a surprise, because she'll probably figure it out what it is. She's a intuitive one. But yeah, so yeah, here we are back home. I'm sorry if this dragged on a little bit too long, but I wanted to follow up, check in, get these videos posted. I'm gonna have a nice dinner and wrap up the day. Good Friday, and yeah, that's all there is to it. I appreciate you all again for tuning in. As always, I would encourage you to comment and provide feedback. I really appreciate anything that you have to offer that might inspire some ideas of what you would like to see for this channel once I kind of get the setup a little bit more sophisticated and I'm able to publish more content. Although I do think, I have a stand with a ring light on it, and I might just start filming some kitchen videos, irrespective of like the lower quality. I think it'll be good to start expanding out the content and providing you with a little bit more interesting content. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I might do it with the pumpkin pie, actually. Do my famous pumpkin pie, so I can show you how I prepare it in preparation for Thanksgiving. And then, hey, share your recipes too. And if I'm doing something with my pumpkin pie that you think I could build upon and make it even better, I'm all ears. So yeah, let's have a good night, everybody, and enjoy your weekends. Be safe out there, and until next time, I'll see you around.